Hi everyone. Today I thought it might be fun to show you my scrapping room. I know I've taken pictures of it before, but I thought I'd take a video so you could see some of the things a little better. So this is me entering it. You'll see up here that I have a couple of boards on the wall with some samples. And if I can step back a bit, you can see that I've put up a piece of wire that I have some of the pictures hanging from. Down below that, I have some cabinets that I had gotten from Target. So I'm able to hold my 12 by 12 non-Stampin' Up decorative paper down there. My catalogs and different like Stampin' Success from Stampin' Up. And I have a cutter on top, a guillotine style cutter. And you can see my scrapbooks, because I'm a scrapbooker first. That's what I started at. So I have several of those. You can just see, you know, some of the decorations I have down there. Then I have my paper and this milk crate, my 8.5 by 11 paper, and you can see I have tabs for each one so that I know what color they are, and they're actually in order by color family, amazingly enough. Then I have my 12 by 12 paper here, also by color family. And then decorative paper, and then I actually store my neutrals separate and my in colors. I didn't have enough room for them in the 8.5 by 11 crate. Over here I have my stamp sets. Let me show you. These are my stamping spots, and you can see I wrote the name on the side, so I can easily identify them. So I know these are the craft, earth elements, and so on. So I have each of the crafts, and I also have a couple of the classics for when I'm traveling to a crop or such. And then I have storage for my wheels. So I have them in our containers, our storage containers. So they're all together in one spot. And down below I have my stamp sets. This first section is for any of them that have images. So, you know, I have my flower stamp sets like the pocket silhouette. And this is my dream du jour. So any of those would be on this shelf. Down below that I have my word stamp sets. So if I'm looking for a sentiment, I would go to this shelf. And you can see here, I think this is, yeah, Think Happy Thoughts. And Celebrate Everything is up in there. What's this one? Oh yeah, this is the A Little Birthday Cheer. Love that stamp set. And then on the last shelf down here, I have my alphabets for scrapbooking. On this bottom shelf over here, I have my holiday stamps. So you'd find my Halloween and my Christmas down there because, of course, I don't use them as often. Then I have some business supplies. Really need to clean up that shelf. And then some retired items on top. Next I have my cart here, which has my Cricut on top and my Cuttlebug, which will soon be replaced with my Big Shot. Yay! And you can see my Cricut, I guess they're fonts, they're cartridges, and my Sizzix cartridges. My son has a Cuttlebug, Cuttle Kid, so his is down there, and some of my dies as well. Up under I also store dies and the big boards that go into the Cricut. And then this is one of my favorite things in the room. I actually got this at Menards and it was like $39. But it has all of these baskets. And what's nice about it is that, if I show you here, this is where my seat is. So when I'm sitting, I can just swivel. And I have access to all my Stampin' Up punches right here. So on this top shelf, I have the ones that kind of layer. So I have the oval, the squares, the circles. And then the non-standard ones in the next tray. So you can see the round tab punch and keyhole and my border one. I found that having things right beside me really help in making sure that I use it more often. So I also have in here my Pretties kit, And my flower fusion is right here. And I keep my cutter here. So all kinds of stuff. But if it's handy, I notice that I use it more often. So I also have my embossing powders in here and my embossing buddy. So it's really handy. Great thing. And then on top there's a butcher's block, which I've put on top my color families. And they're scraps by color family. So I have my Bold and Brights, Rich Regals, Earth Elements, and Soft and Subtles all together. So once again, I could just turn around and they're right there at my fingertips. Down below, I got this shelf at IKEA, and it holds my neutrals and my in colors. They're little pieces. They're scraps, so that works out good. And I actually have my Cuttlebug stacks right here, so they're ready to go. And some chipboard up under there, and then my light box. There's my heat gun. I keep that handy too. It's on the floor because I really have no other place to put it, but I can grab it up really quick and use it. And then here's my desk, and you'll see the first thing I have here is my ribbon scraps. So if I'm ever looking for a small piece of ribbon, I just go right here. It looks kind of pretty on my desk. I have some chipboard letters right here. And I have all my buttons and my brads and everything in this turnstile. I actually put the initials of the color family on the side just so it's a little easier for me to get to them. So you'll see SS, so these are all the soft and subtles. Behind there I have my neutrals and my rhinestones, the brads and the eyelets and such. Then of course here's my markers. Got to keep those within hand's reach. I'm going to go up a little bit. There's my envelopes and templates. Stamp and Mist. This setup here is by the Lisa and Becky. They have them at Joann's. You can usually get them with a coupon that works out well. You can see I have a lot of my ribbon there. I have my thicker ribbons, the taffetas, and the gingham up there. And then if I go down a bit, you can see I have my regular gross grain over here on the desk, all within hand's reach. So, you know, I'm never too far away from it. I can reach out and touch it. And then there's my ink pads, and also I have my holder within hand's reach, because I do store my layer ease, which I'm so sad that they got rid of, and my wheel guide in there. And on the bottom of this, of course, is the perfect area, if I can slide it out, for those really small punches. So they're in this drawer down here. I won't be able to get it out, but then they're within hand's reach too, so nice and easy. And then I just have some decorative boards, again, with some inspiration pieces. Also, there's another desk beside my desk, and this is so my son can do his homework and I can do my work at the same time. So he has his desk right here. I also have this shoe holder, and what I store in here are those extra large punches, those Marvy ones. So this works great for that. So you can see they're here. So that works for them. And then also I have my Prism pencils here, watercolor pencils. So these deep pockets work good. I have some Creative Memories punches. The really big ones are in here. And if I step back to the door, and let me close it, you can see I have a punch pal on the back of the door. Actually, I have two, the large and the medium. I used to store my punches here, but what I found out is that if I had to get up and get them, they never got used. So I only store the ones over here that I do for scrapbooking that I might need to take with me on a crop. So that's my room. There's my apron, my Stampin' Up! Apron. So I'm just gonna go back around for you one more time. But I hope you enjoyed this, my little place. Thanks.